Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, The Lens of Truth, with me, Ivan Florentino Ramirez. And for today's video, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and the Nintendo Switch, it has a variety of categories, a variety of games for literally every gamer that you can think of. There's something for everyone, but this video is all about the RPGs. The Nintendo Switch, I think, and I know everybody will agree with me, it's become the RPG machine, and especially things being on the handheld, it's easy to grind out a game as you're passively watching something on Netflix or anything like that, or watching TV. So yeah, I've been wanting to make this video because I wanted to put together one of my top RPG games. Especially these are going to be the turn-based RPGs, traditional turn-based RPGs. My top 10 videos. I had to narrow it down because look, there's just so many games. There's so many games that I have past 5 years. These are just the turn-based RPGs. So yeah, if you're new to this channel, comment down below and see what your favorite RPG, turn-based RPG that you like on the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, let's get on to this top 10 list. Let's go. So for the first title, Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age, the definitive edition. And this one is so cool because this is my first Dragon Quest game I've ever played. Very highly recommended. It is a very long game, a 70+ hour game. Great art style, great character design, great battle system, and great music and cool anime vibes as well. Highly recommended. Although not the best Paper Mario game, but Paper Mario the Origami King's art style is so cool. It looks realistic with its high quality textures. The art style just works. The great music, and it's slowly getting back to the RPG roots that it started back on the Nintendo 64 and the GameCube. And the story and writing is very funny, and the battle system could be better, but it's going into the right direction. It's another recommended game that I actually enjoyed. Now this collection, the collection of mana, is really cool because I know it's going to eventually be rare. That's why I got myself the physical copy, and this collection includes 3 games. The original Seiken Densetsu, aka Final Fantasy Adventure, and aka Final Fantasy Mystic Quest in Europe. This one was for the Game Boy. Secret of Mana for the SNES, and the last one, Seiken Densetsu 3, that is now named The Trials of Mana. It was never released and translated into English, and it was a Japanese only game. And with this collection, you'll appreciate the pixel art from the SNES era. Now South Park The Fractured But Whole is a very funny RPG. It sticks very close to the show with its dark humor, and actually has a great battle system that's kind of similar to the Paper Mario series. Highly recommended game. Now, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was a 2018 release on the Switch, and this game is now kind of rare to find, and it goes for high prices on eBay, but it's a recommended game, very anime inspired, and if you haven't played it, make sure you go and get this game alongside Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torn of the Golden Country, which was an expansion that was actually a 30 to 40+ hour game that just felt more refined than Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in the battle system and story as well, and even on the graphics. Now Live Alive is another game that was never released outside Japan, and it was only an SNES game, a Super Famicom game in Japan, and now it's finally translated into English and using the 2D HD style that is now known for, that started with Octopath Traveler. And speaking of Octopath Traveler, this game is really cool because it actually was inspired from Live Alive, and it's a really cool old school retro looking game combined with 3D modern 3D visuals combined with an old school feel, and the battle system is akin to the SNES era of RPGs as well. Highly recommended titles. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle was a game that a lot of people did not think would work, but I did pick it up a year after it was released alongside the expansion that featured Donkey Kong, and can I tell you that the gameplay plays almost like XCOM, and it can be very challenging but fun, and it's also very funny, and the hilarious writing and great animated art style. Now Bravely Default 2 is another game that I picked up probably a year after it was released because it was on sale online, and this one goes back to old school RPG roots where it's very difficult and it can have high difficulty spikes during the game, but the art style is cool, the battle system is very fun, and it is a decent RPG to pick up. Now the last game on our list we waited over 5 years for. It was introduced and actually talked about when the Switch was first announced, and it's Shin Megami Tensei 5, and this one is one of my favorite JRPGs I played in a long time. I've never played the series, and I loved the dark, demonic tone of the game where you're able to capture demons and recruit them on your side. It can be very difficult at times, but you are able to change the difficulty settings at any time. But this one's a highly recommended game, and it will be considered a rare game with the low print run that Atlas games tend to have. So yeah, this one's a highly recommended game to pick up and find as soon as possible. It's one of my favorite RPGs that I played in a long time.